Hello and welcome to the Indicator Warehouse. In today's video, I am going to be going over the percent change indicator. The percent change indicator is a very powerful tool for finding instruments which are outperforming other comparative futures, stocks, or indexes. Now, this powerful tool will enable you to put a collection of your favorite trading instruments on your chart, and I need to mention put it on one chart and show how they are performing compared to each other. Let me go ahead and let's use what I have here up in front of us as an example. Right here I've got 10 different instruments and I've got them all set to a 15-minute time frame. Now, as you can tell, it's pretty easy to see from today that, yes, everything is moving down. However, we move to the 6B and we see that it's flattened out. Now we move over here to the DX. We see that the dollar is rising. My gosh, I mean, we've got 10 little teeny tiny charts here for one screen. And I don't know about you guys, but I've got limited screen space. So wouldn't it be much better to have one indicator that will reflect the percentage change of all 10 instruments in one handy, easy to spot place? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the percentage change indicator. Before we get into how the percentage change indicator actually works, let's go ahead and then let's set it up real quick. Very simple. Once you've uploaded the percent change indicator to your NinjaTrader platform, you simply have to just right click, go to the indicators, and just like any other indicator, here's your parameters, and then we move in here. Now, our base time period, I'm going to be using minutes. You can use tick, range, volume, second, whatever bar that you like right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave mine set at a minute basis. Now, the base time frame for this is currently set to 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it to 5, so it's a little bit more sensitive. So it's a 5-minute time frame. Next, we have our key time frame, which is when the indicator actually starts to calculate. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this simple, and let's have it calculate from 7 a.m. I'm going to leave my output multiplier at 100 as it gives a true reflection of the actual percentage move in price. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move down here and I'm going to show you where each symbol gets entered. So for symbol number 1, I've already entered 6E013 contract as one of the contracts that I want to keep an eye on. Now, please be advised, notice it says 6E space 03-13. Whenever you enter a symbol, you need to make sure that you enter the entire symbol, which in this case, if I were to put just 6E space 313 without the 0, the tool is not going to work. You've got to have the whole contract. Once these values are entered into the percent change indicator, these values actually get saved to a text file. And the cool thing about the text file is you're able to actually change them on the text file rather than right here on the panel. Let me go ahead and let me show you. Here's the text file, and this can be found in your documents folder. And these are the instruments that I've already saved. You can either add the instrument on the indicator like I showed you earlier, or you can add it here. I like adding it here because it's just, for me, it just seems simpler, it's easier to track, and it's easier to edit. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to add the Russell 2000, which is the TF0313. I'm going to add the 6A0313, and I'm going to add the FDAX 0313. Next, all I've got to do is go File, Save, and now it's saved. Okay, let's go back to the indicator and then let's get this set up. All right, as I mentioned, I'm going to use a time-based frame. I'm going to use a 5-minute. So I'm going to make that a 5. I'm going to start at 7 a.m., and that's Mountain Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern. And then I'm going to move down here. And as you saw, since I already added my other instruments to the NT notepad, all I've got to do is come down here and then pick what I want. I'm going to pick the TF, I'm going to pick the 6A, and then I'm going to pick the FDAX. I'm going to click Apply, and then I'm going to close it. All right, let's spread this out and then let's take a look. Now over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see a list of your instruments and the colors that each line that it represents. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the CL. That's the cyan colored line, which is right here. Now it's no wonder this is one of my favorite instruments because as you can see, it is clearly outperforming everything else at a much higher rate. In this case, the CL has dropped since 7 a.m. this morning 1.96%. Now we can also see up here, let's enlarge this and spread this out. We can look at each individual instrument and we can clearly see that the 6E, the ES, the NQ, YM, TF6A, the FDAX, the British Pound, and the Mini Dow have all dropped significantly since 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Now it does look like we're starting to get a turn here on some of our instruments, and simply to see what they are, if we want to see which instrument is which, all we've got to do is look at the color and then match it over here on the left. Simply put, the percent change indicator will allow you to free up the valuable screen real estate on your trading PC. Not to mention, it keeps all the instruments and their percent change in price right here in one handy, easy to spot place. The $1 million question that I have for you is this. Would you rather look at all these charts and have to go back and forth and analyze each individual chart? Or would you rather have it all in one convenient location where it's easy to spot and easy to see which index or which instrument you're trading is outperforming another? Well, all right. I hope you found this video to be informative. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to contact us here at the Indicator Warehouse. Thanks and have a great day.